Nice job for our house band. Thank you very much. It's a little bit smaller house band today, so they're doing a really good job. Let's give them another round of applause. So we're here again, a little bit later than in other months, but we're here to talk about... Somebody's talking. Oh, my walkie-talkie. Sorry. That was the video with my walkie-talkie. We're here to talk about last month's February when we talked about, do you remember what character trait we talked about? Tell me really loud what we talked about. Diversity. Diversity, does that mean that everybody's exactly the same or that everybody is different? And we celebrated those differences, right? Have you taken the time to look around our cafeteria? Yes. Everybody got a chance to make a hand. And are they the same or different? Everybody got to make their own, right? So today we're going to talk about diversity, but we're also going to talk about building character, or character building, and leadership, because we're coming kind of to the end of our school year. We've talked about lots of character traits. We've talked about perseverance. We've talked about respect. We've talked about responsibility. Talked about friendship. Talked about diversity. But now comes that job. From now to the end of the school year, when we need to think about how do we take all of those character traits and make them be a part of us and make us stronger people and leaders, right? We have to remember about accepting others' differences, not just in February when we're talking about it, but in March and April, May and December. Being friends, we need to think about that all the time. What about respect and responsibility? Sometimes or always? Always. Is it easy? No. Sometimes, but sometimes it's hard. So for the rest of this year, we're going to talk about how do we remember all those character traits in our lives, when we're mad at somebody, when we're lonely, when we're working on a word problem that's just too hard and remembering about perseverance, even though that's not the character trait of the month, right? And to do that and remember all those things makes us strong and makes us leaders, that we can lead our own life, make good choices, maybe help in the classroom by helping your teacher, taking responsibility for cleaning things up or for doing your work, being a leader in the school. We're going to talk about some opportunities of being leaders in the school, in your families. That makes us stronger people, right? So we're going to watch a video, and I think we might make our own video by the end of the year. And this is a video about kids in elementary school saying what they think leaders and leadership is all about. So listen and see if you agree with them.
Confident. It respects, supports people, you only listen to what people say. Responsible, trustworthy. I think what makes a good leader is someone who is confident, respects other people's decisions, and lets others have a say. I think what makes a good leader is someone who listens to other people's ideas, and also someone who is respectful to other people's ideas and not saying like, hey dude, well, you're really being nice to somebody and you always listen to what people say and you don't treat them different than other people. They have to be like responsible, like good, like confident in their decisions, and usually be like on time to like meetings or school. If it's Spirit Day, for example, today's holiday colors, you have to like, actually wear it because you have to show a good example for the other kids. Like every sport they have is like a captain, they're like a leader, it's like soccer, football, and then like their job is to like explain like if you did something wrong, they don't be with me, like get all in your face or something. They're like, oh yeah, next time you can pass it or like shoot it or something.
What are the challenges
is that if something goes wrong, you get blamed for it, and that you know that there's a couple people out in the world that don't agree with your decision. Listening to like everybody and like including all of their ideas, and then I agree with Natalie and Annie on how if somebody thinks you make a bad decision and like all the blame goes on you, is getting people to listen to you when you're trying to talk to them, and like if you're trying to talk to like 32 people, and they're all talking. That makes it difficult for you and for all of them to like understand what your idea is. Well, if they make a mistake, it's kind of hard to recover from it, and then have people listen to you sometimes. To me, what makes leadership difficult is probably getting everybody together, and like Emily said, it's kind of hard to get everybody to listen, and it's hard when people are always like saying bad things about you and putting all the pressure on you. I play volleyball, and my coach, she's not mean, but she gives us advice to get better at it. So I don't want a nice teacher that's just telling us that we're doing really good, but we're not. And so I want someone who actually listens. You make a bad decision, you should just like whine or cry about it. You need to like be confident in what you said, and if somebody says something bad about you, just like make them think that you're good, even if you did make a bad decision. I think a good leader should be someone who shows others to do the right thing, like leads them into doing the right thing.
And then it says, thank you to all of those children. Nice feedback. Hear an idea about leadership that makes sense to you? Let me re-ask that question in a different way. What did you hear about leadership that you thought was a good idea? Yes, sir. Nice and loud.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what that was. Leadership, now is the time to be respectful of those that are talking and responsible for your body, right? Eyes watching, ears listening, mouths quiet, body still, right? Nice and loud for my place, bud.
If you help people, like if they help studying something, like a quiz or something.
So you can be a leader by being responsible and helping somebody if they need help studying or something like that. Yes, sir, what did you hear about being a leader? Oh, taking care of each other and not arguing, and being the leader of someone if you're upset and making a better choice. Nice. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so are these picking up after yourself? Are these sounding like the character traits we've been talking about all year? Yeah. Being responsible and respectful? That's why we've been talking about them, because that's what makes us better people, making better choices. One more. Yes, ma'am.
If somebody's talking, you can listen to them.
Absolutely. That's another one of our character traits and makes us a leader. So, here's my challenge. Over the next couple of months, every once in a while, I'm going to put out a challenge to see who can be a leader and follow one of our character traits. Like maybe who's been studying hard, and even a word problem is difficult, who's persevered. Or I was thinking that maybe it might be fun if we did a video like that one, and we had some children who wanted to be leaders going around from classroom to classroom and finding about what leadership looks like at Brayton. What do you think? Should we do that?
Yeah!
I know we have a lot of leaders here. The next time we have a celebration like this, maybe we'll have a big video about what leadership looks like in Brayton, and maybe it'll be a movie that was made by kids at Brayton. Or maybe teachers at Brayton. Or maybe kids from jury could be leaders and come down and help us. Wow, something to look forward to, right? Great. So remember, character traits that we've been working on all year are to help us learn to be leaders and be the best that we can be. So that's our new challenge from now until the end of the school year. For now, then here's our challenge. From now on, until our June celebration, everybody's job is to look for chances to use the character traits we've been learning this year. Because if you build your character traits, and next thing you know, you're making good choices, and it turns you into a leader no matter where you are, your school, your classrooms, your families, your soccer field, right? So that's our challenge. And now we have something very fun, because we're going to switch and start talking about diversity, but first, is our musical interlude, which means in the middle.
So we have two fourth grade clarinetists who are going to play a few songs for you today. You've heard from the 5th and 6th grade band this year, right, a few months ago. Well, you haven't heard any of the 4th graders yet, and today you will. So I'm going to call Elena and Emily up to the stage.
Thinking about differences and how everybody can be different, but that's okay. That's what makes life really interesting. This picture came from the wall, and I wanted to put it there to remind you, if you haven't looked already, please make sure you find your hand at some time that is okay with your teacher, whether it's in lunch or sometime like that. Make sure you ask. Find a friend's hand, maybe, or just look at how very, very different they are. Just like each one of us is different. And I wanted to thank Mrs. Wildermuth because in art class this last month, she took one of her art classes and had everybody in the school trace their hand and decorate it any way they want. And as you see, they're all very different on the outside. And Mrs. Wildermuth took her own time to put them up on the walls for us so we can see them, which is really, really important and appreciated. Because we wanted to show how different each one of us is and what it would look like when we put them up there. Because we're all connected, right? We're all part of our Brayton community. That's why I asked her to put them up on the walls so they're all together, because that's what we are. We're all together. I hope you enjoyed watching this great display of diversity go up, because every couple of days she put up a couple of more pictures for us. And again, thank you very much to Ms. Wilson for doing that. As you know, I always try to have some kind of a video, but I think you're going to find this one's very interesting. Raise your hand, please, if you saw the movie Wonders or have read the book Wonders. Very interesting. And I know currently 6th grade is, or at least Miss Sawyer's class is finishing up that book. It's about a boy who is very different, very unique, but boys and girls, a boy who's very wonderful. Interesting message in this book. And interestingly enough, I found a picture book that goes along with the chapter book. And I also was able to find a Sesame Street video of somebody about one of the characters reading this book called We Are All Wonders. And I think if you've read the chapter book or you've seen the movie, it will look very familiar to you. After they read the story to us, if any teacher wants to borrow the book or any students want to borrow the book, I do have a copy of that book. So please be respectful and responsible. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure your eyes, you can see the screen. You're going to enjoy the book. Ears listening, mouths quiet, body's ready. Okay, here we go. Book called We Are All Wonders.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
Hi, Elmo, Abby. What's up?
Oh, we're just playing tag. What you reading, Louise?
Oh, this is a book about a wonderful little boy named Augie. It's called We're All Wonders by R.J. Palacio. Want me to read it to you?
Oh, sure, Louise. Oh, that's story time. Yeah, me too. Ooh, cool helmet. Looks like he's spaceman. Yeah, Louise, does Augie go to space?
I don't know. Let's read and see.
Go!
I know I'm not an ordinary kid. Yes, they do.
Yeah. And look, he's got a dog. Oh, what's the dog's name?
Let's read and see.
Okay.
Sure, I do ordinary things, like ride a bike.
Hey, just like Elmo rides his tricycle.
I eat ice cream.
Wait, is that Rudy gonna eat his ice cream?
I play ball.
Abby and Elmo love to play ball.
Yeah. I just don't look ordinary. I don't look like other kids.
Oh, you know, Louise, Elmo's face is different than the other kids.
Everybody's different, you know. Look over here with this little girl here. She's blonde. She's got a ponytail, and that little boy right next to her, he's got red hair, right? This little girl over here has got dark skin. And this boy on this side over here, he's got light skin. So see, we all look different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let's read on.
Okay.
My mom says I'm unique. She says I'm a wonder. My dog Daisy agrees.
Oh, that's the doggy's name, Daisy. Yeah, Elmo likes that name.
Yeah. But some people don't see that I'm a wonder. All they see is how different I look.
But you said that everyone looks different, right, Louise?
That's right. But sometimes people aren't kind about our differences. Sometimes they stare at me. They point or laugh.
Well, that's not very kind.
No.
No.
They even say mean things behind my back. But I can hear them.
Boy, that makes Elmo feel sad. It's not kind to say mean things about people.
Oh. It hurts my feelings. It hurts Daisy's feelings too.
But Elmo just wishes that Elmo could give Augie a big hug. Yeah. And Daisy too. Yeah. Looks so sad. Even that little birdie looks sad.
Yeah. When that happens, I put on my helmet.
Oh, look, there's the helmet.
I put Daisy's helmet on too. And then we blast off. Up, 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 up through the clouds.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Yeah. Across the galaxy.
Wow, look at all those pretty stars. It's so magical.
All the way to Pluto. We say hello to old friends.
Look at all the aliens. Yeah, they all look like Augie.
Yes, they do. Earth looks so small. I can't see any people, but I know they're there. Billions of people. People of all different colors, people who walk and talk differently, people who look different, like me. The Earth is big enough for all kinds of people. I know I can't change the way I look, but maybe, just maybe, people can change the way they see. If they do, they'll see that I'm a wonder.
What's your favorite hobby? Are they friends, Louise?
Yeah, I think they're going to be. And they'll see that they're wonders too. We're all wonders. That's right. And you know, he doesn't care how ugly or anybody looks. He just wants to play ball.
That's true. Oh, look, Birdie likes him too.
Yes. Look with kindness, and you will always find wonder. The end. Huh?
Does it matter what we look like? Do we still need to be kind to one another? And thoughtful. I know, we'll take care of the white apple. And do we still need to be a leader? Question. If if children who don't know better are picking on somebody, should you do that too? Or should you be a leader? Right? And make good choices. Excellent. And I have the book. If anybody, any teacher, any student wants to ask their teacher, you can come borrow my book anytime. So we do have a couple of diversity and principal awards to give out today. So if I could have Mr. Karen come on up and help. That would be very
to give today. In Miss Honorado's class, Mrs. Peck and Mrs. Honorado nominated Rougeau Moore for the Diversity Award this month. Come on up, Rougeau. Rougeau is friendly to everyone he encounters on a regular basis, regardless of their differences. Rougeau is accepting of everyone's likenesses and differences without being asked or told to. He is a model to other students in our kindergarten class on how to celebrate and accept diversity. Mrs. Johnson nominated Tyler Hartman. Tyler Hartman is a friend to all and is not judgmental of anyone because of their differences. He has a positive attitude and always does the right thing without being reminded to do so. Tyler does his best at whatever he is working on and is willing to help others with their work if needed. Ms. Casala nominated J.D. White and Madeline Sigsbury. Come on up. She nominated them for this diversity award. They are hardworking students that face every obstacle with a good attitude. They're not afraid to be themselves and show everyone how wonderfully unique they are. Ms. Kenny nominated Alana Almeida in Mrs. Casala's class. She said Alana is nominated by people for being such a helpful friend and peer to one of their students since he entered the classroom. She is very sweet and kind and shows patience and acceptance of the student. She has ultimately helped him make him feel very welcome in the classroom. Great job, Alana. I nominated Mrs. Wildermuth. Come on up, Miss Wildermuth. She spent her art time and her personal time to help us think about differences. and diversity. She used her personal time to put up this display for us, and I want to thank her for her time and support for each of us.